Hello guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Disney Plus has over 7,000 television episodes along with 500 films. Today we're going to be looking at the most underrated of those films. I put together a list of the top 5 most underrated films on Disney Plus. These films just are not appreciated enough in my opinion, or just didn't get the response that I think they should have. Some being amazing films but are held back just by unbiased and untrue opinions that it's hard to look past to actually enjoy the film. So today we're going to be looking at the top 5 most underrated films on Disney Plus. So let's get into it. For our number 5 slot today, we have the movie Walt. This is one of those movies that you think of and you're like, oh, that movie was a Disney movie? It's somewhat easily forgotten by Disney fans. I'm not sure why. I believe this movie is way better than people give it credit for. It has the perfect balance of animal cuteness and crime-fighting action. My favorite part of this movie is that it teaches the importance of family and having someone to lean on when things get hard. I also love how this movie highlights the problems within the shelter system for animals. Older animals that are abandoned are less likely to be adopted, like the cat in this movie. For number 4, we have my all-time favorite Disney Pixar movie, Inside Out. I understand that when this movie did come out, it did have a lot of hype and there was so much money put into advertising to the point where it was just in our faces all of the time. But I really think this movie does not get enough love as it should. The idea behind it is so unique and useful to teach emotional intelligence to a degree that I have never seen in a Disney movie. The originality of this movie alone is enough for me to place this above other movies such as Up. Adding in the lessons that it teaches to young children about understanding their emotions, it literally puts it way over the top for me. One of my absolute favorite Disney Pixar movies. Number 3 is going to be Disney's Big Hero 6. I really feel like this movie was caught in the crossfire of the aftermath of the Frozen craze. I mean, well into the summer when this movie came out, people were still singing Let It Go in their cars. Unfortunately, I feel like this is why this movie did not get the attention that it deserved. It is an awesome movie with a unique idea and an interesting perspective lost in the snowy dust of Frozen. Now, number 2 on this list might be a little personal for me. Haunted Mansion was one of my favorite movies growing up, and I would watch it on repeat. I can see why die-hard Disney fans may be a little upset about this movie, as they didn't take it as seriously as they should have for such a beloved attraction in the Disney parks. If I were told now that they were going to be making a movie based on the Haunted Mansion, I would definitely expect them to do better than this. But besides that point, I feel like people are unable to see past all of the goofiness to actually see the potential and the amazing Easter eggs within this movie. I honestly feel like this movie should be appreciated a lot more. I feel like people are stubborn to do so because they were so angry when it first came out. Definitely a movie that deserves to be appreciated way more than it has been. Finally, for our number 1 spot, we have Ralph Breaks the Internet, the sequel to Wreck-It Ralph. Even though this movie isn't coming on to Disney Plus until December 11th, it has been on Netflix for over a year now. I know that people have very strong opinions about this movie, but I feel as though people are blinded from seeing the true intent of this piece. People seem to be so focused on the fact that it was not a movie all about video games anymore. The movie focuses on basically every part of the internet, bringing in witty and carefully thought out characters. It is such a unique idea and was very well executed in my opinion. It helps people visualize how the internet actually works in such a unique and cute way. This movie also gives kids an understanding that what you put on the internet stays there forever, and that people on the internet are not always as nice as they should be. Not even to mention all of the small details and Disney Easter eggs we see within this movie. This movie is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, and no one can tell me otherwise. This movie deserves way more appreciation than it actually gets. I believe it's even better than Wreck-It Ralph. I feel like just all of the small details and Easter eggs in this movie alone is enough to put this at #1 on our list. Hello guys! So there you have it, my top 5 most underrated movies on Disney+. I hope this encouraged you to go check out those movies and look at them in a totally different light. That way you can enjoy them as much as I do. Now I know this list can be different for everybody, so go ahead and comment down below what you think is the most underrated Disney Plus film right now. Since you made it this far, I really recommend go ahead and hitting that subscribe button down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to go ahead and leave me a like down below and leave me a comment and letting me know what you guys want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I hope you guys have a magical day.